Enoch walked faithfully with God. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Enoch walked faithfully. He walked with God. Now, in the English language, for those who have English as their first language, this might not make a lot of sense. The faithfully makes sense, but then the idea of Enoch walking with God is like, okay, God, what's up? What does that mean? But then if you translate it into the African language, Twi, or if you translate it back into the Hebrew language, it sounds totally different. When an Ashanti man says, I have walked with this man, that means I have had a relationship with the man. I have had a relationship with her. I have walked with her. I have not had a random relationship, but I've had a close working relationship with them. And the Bible is saying Enoch walked with God faithfully. Faithfully. So Enoch had a friendship with God. Enoch had a meaningful relationship with God. He had a deep knowledge with God. Oh my goodness. So Enoch woke up in the morning and said, hey God, how are you? It's Enoch. And then God will take a pause and say, oh my goodness, Enoch is up. My best friend is up. And everybody's looking at Enoch for, that Enoch is walking with God. What I ask myself every day is that, what about a God, the maker of the universe, who is okay walking with men? There is something in God that says, I love the company of men so much that I want to walk with them. And it's the same God you have found tonight. That God wants to walk with you. He wants to have a relationship with you. He wants to maintain a loving relationship with you. He wants intimacy with you. That all of his grace, all of his love, all of his protection, all of his creation, all of the excellence is wrapped up in his love for you, but not just a one-way love. He wanted an intimate, loving, lasting friendship, working relationship. I come in and I take my wife's hand and I say, baby, how are you? You're good. How was your day? It's awesome. And good job. You are an awesome actress. But the truth is God desires a relationship, not just a relationship. God desires an intimate relationship. A relationship that says we walk with him. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? He was no more because God took him away. Oh. So God enjoyed the relationship to the point that Enoch, he loved Enoch. Enoch woke up and God is happy to be there. God takes the trip down to earth, from heaven down to earth. And God is happy to be around Enoch. And everybody before Enoch lived up to 900 years. Enoch alone lived 365 years. And because God says, I love you so much, I'm not going to wait for you another 600 years. I am just going to let you bypass the natural order of things. I'm going to let you bypass decay. I'm going to let you bypass destruction. I'm going to bring you into my presence. I'm tired of making this trip down there. I'm going to bring you into my very presence. And tonight, if we want to experience the supernatural nature of God, if we want to experience the ability of God to bypass protocols, to bypass natural order of things, is going to be found in intimacy. It is going to be found in us walking with God. It is going to be found in us going step by step in intimacy. Not God just loving us. God loving us is good, but that's one direction. God needs a love to come from the other direction. And he doesn't need your love to compensate for his love, because we cannot compensate. But he wants you to love spontaneously. He wants you to love without rules. It is not the love. Intimacy doesn't need rules. The more you have rules in the marriage, the more the marriage becomes awkward.